Noach emerges from the Teva, safely and soundly, touching upon dry land for the first time in a very, very long time, and shortly thereafter confronts an incredible omen up in the sky. HaKadosh Baruch Hu shows him the keshes, he shows him the rainbow that is meant to serve as an omen, as a sign, an indicator that never again will HaKadosh Baruch Hu bring absolute, complete, utter destruction upon all of humanity. There may yet be pockets of people, smaller populations in the future, that will need to be destroyed, but never again will something like the Mabul ever take place. What exactly is the reason? Why this of all signs? Why this of all omens? Why is it a keshes? Why is it a rainbow? I think we may often think of this sign as something of a reward for Noach. Job very, very well done. You followed all of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's instructions. You're worthy of something as spectacular as this rainbow, as this dazzling array of colors that greets you up in the sky. Rav Meir Shapiro says something a little bit different, and he says something that's actually startling. He says that here with the rainbow is actually a bit of rebuke that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is conveying towards Noach. Many speak about differences between Noach and Avraham Avinu. Of course, we look to Avraham Avinu as being the patriarch, as being the of who starts it all, who begins, who launches the entire Jewish people. Why not look 10 generations earlier? Why is it that we don't look to Noach as being the great father of all of Judaism? So one of the most startling differences between Noach and Avram Avinu is what happens when Avram Avinu learns that there is a group of people that's going to be destroyed. Sodom, Amorah, handful of outlying cities are going to be wiped off the face of the earth. This is the news that HaKadosh Baruch Hu shares with Avram Avinu, and Avram Avinu immediately dives headlong into tefillah. He goes to bat for them, he starts davening for them, and he starts negotiating with Hashem, please save them, maybe there are a handful of tzaddikim and zechuyos, and we can seize upon those as a means of hopefully then sparing the rest of the population. What happens with Noach? When Noach hears that the entirety of the world is going to be destroyed, Noach, absolutely, ish tzaddik, he follows HaKadosh Baruch Hu to a T. He does everything that he's supposed to do. He follows all the instructions, and he builds the teva, and he prepares for the animals, and he gets all the food. But what is striking, and so many point to, is the fact that Noach never offers a word of tefillah, never prays on behalf of that society. He never goes to bat for humanity. This is one of the most critical differences between Noach and Avraham Avinu. Avram Avinu does, Noach doesn't. Says Rav Meir Shapiro, that's the keshes. That's the rainbow. When does a rainbow appear? A rainbow appears when the sky is dark, when the sky is gray. And from that gray, dismal, dreary landscape emerges this most remarkable array of colors, dazzling, beautiful light. It's a reminder to Noach that simply because there are people who you are surrounded by, who ostensibly are unworthy, who indeed Hashem himself says they are unworthy, never forget to look a little bit deeper. Never forget to recognize that endowed with each and every one of those people is a Tselem Elokim, and that Tselem Elokim can create an enormous turnaround, even if on the surface it doesn't seem that such a turnaround is possible. Critical lesson for us as well. How is it that we judge people? Are we too quick to judge people based on whatever it is that we perceive is their character, are their actions, is their behavior? And are we too quick perhaps to condemn and to say that this person is all rotten, this person is all good? And let me tell you what separates them from me, and how we need to be a little bit more sensitive perhaps to being able to investigate and reminding ourselves of what is hidden just a bit deeper than the surface level. All of the talents and all of the creativity and all of the divine endowments that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has blessed every single human being with that perhaps just need a little bit more to be coaxed out. It's true in terms of the way we view other people, but I think also a critical lesson as well in terms of how we view ourselves. Are we too quick to typecast ourselves when we see that we haven't had success in a given area? Working on a particular midah, working on a particular talent, trying to achieve whatever it may be, whether it's a craft or a trade or a talent or a page of Gemara, and we find that I just haven't gotten it. And I've tried, and I've tried again, and I've tried yet again, and I haven't yet seen success. And if I haven't seen success, then it's all dark and it's all dreary, and let me just move on. To this, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says no. He says don't just move on. When you see that something is dark, when you see that something is gray, recognize that brilliant light can still emerge. Perhaps it needs to be worked on, perhaps it needs to be drawn out, perhaps it needs to be cultivated. But the reminder that Noach receives is a reminder for us as well, not only in terms of the way that we perceive others, but also of the way in which we perceive ourselves. Wishing everybody a beautiful Shabbos.